Adam Scott has recovered from an injury he sustained filming Apple Plus TV's Severance. "I got a concussion at one point," Scott said Tuesday on Late Night with Seth Meyers, but he stopped short of sharing details so as not to spoil the ongoing second season of the show. "But I got it. It happened." The Parks and Rec alum feigned that no one would tell him what had happened to cause it. "A little while later, I got this nosebleed that would not stop," Scott said. "Like, no matter what we did, we could not get my nose to stop bleeding. It was disgusting and frustrating, but also when there's an actor who has a nose that will not stop bleeding, obviously it's cocaine, right? We all know this." Meyers joked that Scott's nose was bleeding because he hadn't paid his drug dealer, who then knocked him into the wall repeatedly. "So I was just sort of overcompensating and making way too many cocaine jokes," Scott said, trying to reassure everyone that it wasn't cocaine. His plan failed miserably, but for sure, by the end of the day, everyone thought it was cocaine. In all seriousness, Scott eventually had to see a doctor. "We had to go because it would not stop," Scott said. "We went to an ER in upstate New York, and I had to get the inside of my nose cauterized." When Meyers flashed a photo of the procedure being done, he noted that it looked uncomfortable. Scott assured him that it was. The doctor had warned him that it would cause an extreme feeling of pepper being shoved up your nose. Scott said actor Ben Stiller, who's an executive producer and director on the series, took the snapshot. "So it did hurt," Scott said, "but then also it did feel like there was just a pound of pepper." At the same time, the doctor was warning him not to sneeze. "It was super fun," he said sarcastically. Meyers said Scott should have told the doctor that it would help if they would make it feel like something else was going up his nose. "Anything but pepper. Like powdered sugar," Scott said, "or cocaine." Scott stars alongside Patricia Arquette, Christopher Walken, Zach Cherry, Trammell Tillman, John Turturro, and more in the genre-bending sci-fi dramedy about office workers whose lives have been divided between personal and professional. New episodes of Severance premiere Fridays on Apple TV+.